Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm obviously going to be doing the look that I'm wearing right here. Got my hair scraped back because, you know, it needs a wash. I mean, I just can't be asked to do my hair after doing makeup. Like, who has time for this? But today I'm going to be doing a pretty full coverage kind of going out glam makeup, which is obviously perfect for Christmas parties and, like, I don't know, just the Christmas period in general. And I did pair it with a bold lip, which I don't normally do, but I'm obsessed with this one. So if you want to see how I got this look, then make sure to just keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to do another voiceover for this one just because I've got a broken mic. I don't want to talk about it, it's just super annoying, but I will get another one in the new year, don't you worry. So we're going to first go in with our primer. This is the Prep and Prime Skin Based Visage from MAC. Oh, I don't know why it's such a mouthful, but it's basically, I mean, I've said it like a million times before, hydrating and a little bit glowy, and then I'll go on top of that with a more kind of long-lasting primer. This is the Profiltr primer from Fenty. It just helps the longevity of your makeup, to be honest, and it actually feels incredible. Like, it feels really soft. It's not drying, nothing like that. And then I needed this makeup to last all day because I actually went to the Makeup by Ariel Masterclass this day, and I wanted to look snatched, do you know what I mean? So I always go in with my Nars Radiant Longwear foundation if I want to be super full coverage, super snatched, do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just using my little IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just buffing this into the skin. I did buff this in for quite a while. I do think this, I kind of put maybe too much on this day, but it's just like, it's so easy to go ham with this. You actually don't need that much. Like, a little bit does go a long way, but I was like, I'm not going to waste it, so just chucked it on my face. And then next we're going to go in with a little bit of cream contour because I just really wanted to make sure that this look lasted all day, all night, because I did actually go out that night as well. I mean, who am I? Going out on a Saturday night? Outrageous. So I'm just popping some of this NYX Wonder Stick on. This is in the shade Medium. I am obsessed with this stuff, and what I decided to do this time is actually use the brush to kind of pick up the product before I put it on my face, rather than drawing lines on my face and then trying to blend it out. It was actually so much easier, to be honest, because you're not spending all of that time trying to blend lines out. The only place I did draw lines, obviously, is down the side of my nose, but then I just used my finger to blend it out, and this stuff blends like a dream anyway. Like, it's so good. So I already primed my eyes with a bit of concealer, and I'm just popping a little bit of translucent powder on them right now, just so we have a nice base for our eyeshadow. Today I'm using the Soft Glam palette. It's just too good. If I'm doing any kind of smoky eye, this is like the vibe that I go for. It's just the most dreamy palette of life. And all of the shades are so pigmented and so easy to blend. So I just started off picking up a little bit of orange soda and burnt orange, kind of mixed them together to create our transition shade. And I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. You can use any kind of big fluffy blending brush that you want, and using a really light hand, just, you know, put a little bit at a time, because it's so much easier to kind of add rather than take away, and this is only the transition colour. Then using the same brush, I picked up a bit of Rustic, which is a bit of a darker brown, and I popped that. Oh, we did switch up the brush. I think this is one of Morphe M433, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a little bit kind of fluffier, but a bit more precise, if that makes sense. So we're keeping it, because we're going to do a smoky eye, I'm keeping it like in the lower portion of the crease, and then I use my big fluffy blending brush to kind of blend out those harsh lines and to kind of smoke it out a little bit, because you never want to take, like, you don't want to go too ham with a dark shade like immediately. So then I go for a bit of a sienna, and I'm kind of packing that onto the lid. I say packing, I'm not using a flat brush or anything, I'm literally using the same brush that I use into the crease. So I'm kind of blending all of this together and kind of mixing them, and it just created this really nice kind of burnt orange sienna type smoky eye, you know, just like a really nice warm brown smoky eye. Oh, it's so dreamy. And again, I just go back, I literally use two brushes, I think. I go back and blend it out. And then for lashes, I mean, for a smoky eye, you just need some Lilly lashes in your life. If you haven't tried them, get to know. These are the Miami lashes, and they're so good. And I wore them all day, all night, and I didn't even know that I had them on. Like, they're so good. And then we're gonna highlight a little bit. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer. In hindsight, I used way too much. Like, I would recommend putting it on the back of your hand, then using a brush to kind of place it and then blend it out with your beauty blender, because it was a lot. But I mean, I wanted to be full coverage, so it was cool, and it did last literally all day. So I'm just blending that out, and I didn't want to let any of it dry. I wanted to make sure that it was really easy to blend out, so I just did like a little bit at a time. So I did my under eyes first, then like my chin, forehead, nose, etc. Now for the most important step for like the longevity of your makeup is setting everything that we've just put down. So I'm taking the Easybake powder in the shade Pancake from Huda Beauty, just tapping a little bit into the back of the lid, and I'm applying this with my beauty blender. I just feel like it does apply a lot more flawlessly, and I don't know, it just like really packs it on well when I use my beauty blender. So I do kind of set everything and then I go in and bake. And this just means that, you know, the powder when you're baking isn't going to kind of grab on certain areas and look uneven. It's going to look really nice and flawless, because it's just sitting there to kind of brighten and make sure that everything is really kind of settled into the skin, and it will stop oils coming through. I'm not going to lie, I still do get oils coming through, but that's just because I'm an oily bitch. But, you know, I just always take powder with me to touch up anyway, and it really lasted well. And then I'm going back into the Soft Glam palette because I just want to run a little bit of those colours. So we've got a bit of burnt orange, rustic and sienna, like a mixture of them. I'm just popping them on my lower lash line. I first use a little pencil brush, and then I always go in with like a little mini fluffy brush afterwards. I mean, you don't have to, it's an unnecessary step. You can literally just change the pressure of when you're using the pencil brush, and that will create the same effect. This is just like, I mean, I have these brushes and I love them, so I always just use them. And then, because I really want to open my eyes up a little bit more, I just ran a bit of white liner in my waterline. I would have used a nude, but I just couldn't find it, so white will do. And then I just finish it off with a little bit of mascara. Then as my last little touch on the eyes, I always do this step. Like, I just cannot leave my house without this. I pop a little bit of like a shimmer shade in the inner corner and on the brow bone. So I just think it like finishes off the whole look. And now that I do it every day, I just can't stop, to be honest. So now the bake has been sitting there long enough, so I'm just wiping that away. This is the Huda Beauty brush that I got with the powder. It's so good, like so soft and dreamy. So now we need to warm up this pale ass face. Like, we still have obviously the remnants of where we did the cream contour, so I'm basically just setting that all into place, and I'm using this big fluffy Morphe brush. I've used this like a million times before, you guys already know. So I'm just using a really light hand and just building it up slowly and really trying to kind of blend it out as well as I can, because you don't really want to know where it kind of starts and stops, which, you know, I've been guilty of before, not gonna lie. And then I'm just using a little fluffy brush and running that down the sides of my nose as well, just to do a really light kind of soft nose contour. And then just do chisel out them cheekbones a little bit more. I always like to do a bit of baking underneath. You kind of connect it from the middle of your ear to the corner of your mouth, and then it just gives you a really nice kind of effect, like not too crazy, because you do like go in and blend it afterwards. And then for highlights, I just can't stop using these drops. They are unbelievable. These are the just original shade in the Iconic London Illuminator drops, and I just always use my finger because I think it gives a more natural look, and it really kind of warms it up, and it kind of sinks into your skin nicely. And then, oh my god, this is the Huda Beauty, which one is this? Is this the Golden Sands or the Pink Sands? I think it might be Golden Sands. I'll put it in the bottom below anyway. It's one of her 3D highlight palettes. They're so good. If you don't have one, I highly recommend. Like, look at how it looks like wet and like sunken into the skin, and just like it just makes it look so good. I just can't even explain. You see how I'm lost for words? Unreal. Like, it's not glittery. It literally looks like a sheen. It looks like you're glowing from within, and just, oh my god. Like, you can have it quite natural, but at the same time you can also build it up to being like, oh my god, in your face. Do you know what I mean? So good. And then do a little dot on my nose and in between my eyes as well. And then you can't forget blush. I'm just really into blush at the moment. I don't know what's happened, because I was more of a bronzer girl in summer, and now it's come to winter, I'm like all about the blush. So I'm using my Anastasia Peachy Love Blush Trio. Literally love this, because you literally get 3 in 1. So good. How many times do I want to say literally? Okay, shut up. And now, because I'm going for a bold lip, I'm doing a darker lip liner. So this is the Huda Beauty Vixen lip liner. No, it's not. It's Spice lip liner, and then it's the Huda Beauty Vixen Liquid Matte. So this is kind of like a reddy, purpley, browny, yummy shade. I don't know. It just screams like winter to me, Christmas, like Christmas party vibes. Absolutely love it. And I did just take my time trying to get this nice and precise, because it is a dark shade. And then I'm just setting with my MAC Fix Plus in the scent Coconut, because it smells so good. Honestly, whenever I spray it on people, they're like, what is this? Amazing. But this will just make sure that our makeup lasts forever. And then I'm just going to do something with my hair real quick. So that is the final look complete. Now I can go off to the Makeup Ariel Masterclass. I'm literally so excited. I'm so freaking excited. I love shit like this. It's just like a dreamy Saturday for me. But I hope you have a great week. If you did like the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I think that's it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.